I'm going to show you how to get the best surf wake you can with a 2015 Tige Z3 with that TAPS-3 upgrade on it. So the first thing you need to do is get yourself some lead ballast. Now the reason you want to add lead ballast is it puts some weight in the right places on the boat that doesn't move around like people do. Now keep in mind when you're ballasting this down, when I show you all of the weight that I add, if you start adding people to the boat, you got to be cognizant of how much weight the boat has. If it's full of people and all this ballast, it's going to be very deep in the water. And if you're on a large lake, of course, that can be dangerous. If you have a windstorm come up that could potentially swamp boats, you're putting yourself in the same position as somebody that would be in like a little speedboat that has a low sidewall on it. So just pay attention to that. You might be throwing your lead ballast in the lake if you get in a storm on a large lake. But these are the ways you can lead ballast. Probably the lowest cost way, if you have any access to just scrap lead, like tire weights, for example, you can just get these little husky bags, these round ones, and you fill them up and you make yourself 50-pound lead ballast bags. The ones that you're going to leave in there permanently, you can't beat these ones that you can buy at a like a marine shop. Most places that sell wake boats will have something like these guys here. They're nice and easy. They got a handle. They're 50 pounds a piece, and they stack nicely. So, and they're just full of lead shot. When I bought these, actually, they cost less than buying just straight lead shot. I don't know why their price was so good, but it was good. Okay, so once you have your lead, then you want to place it in the boat. And in that particular one, for your permanent lead placement, I recommend putting 50 pounds just under the back end of the driver's seat. So if you flip up this seat and slide it underneath the garbage can there, where the garbage can sits, I would put one 50-pound bag there, and then put 150 pounds in this storage compartment. Just kind of pile them kind of close to where this orange tag is here. And then in the lockers at the back, underneath of your ballast bags, drop in 150 pounds there for each. So 3 bag, or 3, 3, 3, and 1. So what is that? 9, 10. So you need 10 of these 50-pound bags to do that. And that's all you need to do, really, but I'll show you how to even maximize it further. Now, when somebody's surfing, it'll work perfectly fine with just one driver and one passenger and one rider. This boat will make a sick wake once you do that. And it'll even make a great wake in choppy water. The only place it still won't make an awesome wake is if you're under 15 feet depth, as on your depth finder, then the wake will still get smaller. But you can be in like not very calm water, like wavy, heavy, messy water, and this will make an amazing wake. And you'll be able to go up to, we were going over 13 miles per hour and had a great wake. It was amazing. Now it's a little different. It ends up being better on the regular side than the goofy for whatever reason. And I've got the settings here for both. So that's that part. That's adding your ballast. Now, if you want to take this a little further, so keep in mind as well, everything that I've shown you is with one driver, one passenger, and one rider behind the boat. And you put the passenger, usually somebody sitting here, it's great anyway, because this person can handle the rope and stuff for the rider, and it's the best seat in the house when somebody's surfing. So somebody sitting right at the back also helps a bit. It just puts a little extra weight just right where you would want it if you were to keel the boat a little bit. That's the wrong word, I think, but anyway. So that is the surf right. So 10.8 to 12 miles per hour, put your taps at 3 or 4, whatever's working good that day. And then your wake angle on your screen, you'll set that between 1 and 3. If you go any higher than that, you're going to find it gets extra steep on that surf side. Now, with this many passengers, which isn't very many, I would also add another 300 pounds of ballast. And that's where I find these are kind of handy. They're easy to use. and I just line them up along the floor right there. For whatever reason, that worked. And you can put them in the ski locker here if you want as well, but I find they're just fine right there. Whatever you prefer. But in that general area, that tends to work. I don't know why, but it's putting them right there, partly because they're out of the way, and also it's right in the middle of the boat, and you're just giving yourself a little extra weight. So again, there's your surf right. Here's your surf left. So surf left, same speeds. Again, we were going, I can't remember, it was like 13.2 or something, and it was still, the wake was great, and the fast speeds are kind of nice. Taps 3 to 4 again, but your wake angle will be a little higher on this side. Again, wake angle, there's some preference as well. You can actually, if you want a really steep wake, you can make it steeper. You can go up to 9 or 10 here, no problem. But here you'll probably never go past on surf right. You probably never go past 5 for sure. But here you've got more variance. For whatever reason, the boat surfs better on that side. Probably something to do with the direction the prop rotates or something like that. And it says surf right setup, but this should be surf left right here. This is surf right, this is surf left, but you can see this guy watching the riders on the left, so obviously that's surf left. And then as well, your regular hard ballast plus the plug and play bags, fill those to 100%. That's with all of this. Now, that's how you adjust this. This is your maximum with minimum number of people in the boat. So if every time you add a person, the easiest way to adjust this is to, well, if you know you're bringing a lot of people, you could not bring these, but if you're not filling the boat with 10 people, these put the weight right in the right place and it stays there. So bring those extra 300 pounds here, these extra 6 bags. However, that's what I would do. And then you just reduce the ballast by not filling to 100% on your other tanks. And remember, when you're figuring out where 100% is on the tanks in this boat, that it is not a sensor, it's just a timer. You've probably found the settings for that, where you set that up. But what I used to do if I'm going out for a full day, I would actually drain the bags completely until I saw them stop draining out the ports on the side of the boat, just to make sure I know I'm starting from zero. And then when you fill them up, well, of course, you can actually see the extra plug-and-play bags fill up after the hard ballast fills. Also keep in mind that with the boat, you're now going to have the boat leaning back, and these bags at the back are going to slowly seep out. They're going to drain out, so you'll have to refill your bags once in a while. Somebody did mention he found some kind of plugs that he stuck in the holes, which stopped that from happening. So I never did that before, but then you don't have to worry about those ballast bags. But it's easy. You just flip the door open once in a while. You're probably grabbing life jackets and whatever anyway. And if the bag's looking like it's getting a little empty on one side, then just add some more. So that is how you weight this boat. This particular boat loves lots of weight for a big wake. Just be safe. Don't weight it down to the absolute max if you're on you're on the Okanagan or something like that. Just be cognizant that sometimes windstorms can come in and it swamps boats on a regular basis. And I mean, you're probably in the same position as a lot of other boats that have a smaller sidewall, where normally wake boats have such a tall sidewall that doesn't generally happen. But you lose that because you're really putting the boat down into the water. As far as fuel, I with all that weight in there, if you're trying to rip across the lake at a high speed, you're going to burn some fuel. But I didn't find it made a big difference at surf speeds. It still just kind of chucked along, and I didn't notice it burning any extra fuel. And I've got all of this written out here. So get the bags. These are all the steps, so you can kind of read this document. So I will send this over to you, and good luck.